Okay guys, what I want to do today is talk to you a little bit about tool selection, quality of tools, and what I think may be the best bang for your buck on the market. Along with accoutrements that go along with this hobby that make it just a whole lot easier. This is not a video to tell you you have to run out and buy anything. Because if you have a pocket knife and you have a block of wood, you can call it. That's just the facts. So, let's get into it. Alright, speaking of pocket knives, let's start with that. This is the most affordable knife on the table, outside of the ones that I make myself from used or broken hacksaw blades. It is a buck a buck 373. Buck 373 trio. Turn that light on. Thank you. A buck 373 trio. You can pick this up probably pretty much anywhere. It is a Chinese made knife, so if you have a problem with that this is not for you. You need to go buy a case or something of that caliber. But when reground properly, this dude sings. I mean, don't cut hardwoods. Don't go hacking into cherry with it thinking it's going to be all that. But you stay in sugar pine, spruce pine, which is white pine. And I've done a lot of work in that wood, and it can be done. A lot of people poo-poo pine, but pine can be actually very nice to work with. Plus, it smells amazing when you're cutting it. These are a couple of Frost Cutlery's Steel Warrior series. Very good quality steel in these. I don't think they make this one anymore. It was about $25 back in the day, and it is basically a ripoff of Case's Seahorse Whittler. And this one, she'll go. I mean, it does it. And this is just a four-bladed Congress Steel Warrior from Frost Cutlery. Love that knife. And this is a new edition. This is a old timer 24 OT. And if you've ever seen the Flex Cut carving jack, I think is what they call it, this thing has all kind of gizmos and gadgets. You got a spoon, or no, that's the larger gouge. You got, there's 6 tools in this thing, I promise you. There's a spoon carving gouge, a nice deep U gouge. It's got a V tool that's, in my opinion, hard to use. It's a little bit wonky because of the way it's set up. You have to pull it like a knife. I would have much rather that been a front-facing V tool where you could push it like they designed the chisel. I mean, you don't have to pull the chisel towards you, right? You can push it. I think the V tool should have been redesigned like this. So, Charade, I know you own them now. If you see this, redesign that blade and it'll be a lot more efficient. Now, this video is geared to the 100% beginner. If you know all this stuff, you just skip over this one, because that's what this is. It's kind of letting them know what's on the market, what things are called, where to get them, what to expect in cost, and what to keep in your wood carving kit to make things easier. And this is a big old long 12-inch ruler. Honestly, this thing stays in the bottom of this bag. I just carry a little canvas $10 bag from Harbor Freight, $10. Had to think about where I got it from. I've had this thing for eons. I've used everything under the sun to carry my tools in, and the open top bag is by far, and it's got pockets. See, look at all these pockets. It's got pockets for days. All this stuff fits in here with room to grow. This is a 6-inch ruler that was actually a 6-inch square, and I just tossed the square off of it because I have a different square that I prefer. So, like, that dude's serious. You ain't fixing to bend that. It's just easier to grab it. It literally stays in one of the side pockets, and I just. This is a general number 17. I call it a rotary square. It'll do 180 degrees on both sides of center. So, and it gives you a big something nice, and you like. It's easy to hold on to when you're. Let me see. Say you got a little piece of 1x1, and you need to mark it, but you need to hold on to it at the same time. It's pretty easy to hold on to it while you're marking it, you know. So I just prefer this one because it can be used for a wide variety of different carvings. You can line up old timey whittlings like hollow spirals that you have to use that spiraled angle all the way down. You constantly have to be moving your angle. You can set that angle up on that, tighten the screw, lock it in, be done. These are my preferred pencils to use. These are actually artistry pencils. Brand is not specific. I don't care whose brand you buy. But these show up on wood really, really well. Like this is a darker wood that I glued to the back of this, and you can see it's. I don't have a number 2 pencil to show you, but you would be hard pressed to see a number 2 pencil that dark ever. So that's what I use along with a fine tip Sharpie. So that's pocket knives, measuring, marking. I used this in the last project. I think it's invaluable for smaller stuff. It's the Irwin Pool Saw, $14.99 at Lowe's. I've cut 2x2s in half with it. I've cut a 1/2-inch stock. It does it all. It really, really does it all. If you don't have any way of cutting things down or removing large amounts of wood, and you're just looking for something to help you make your knife work less intensive, this is the best option on the market. It doesn't have to be an Irwin. I think DeWalt makes one, and I think Skill makes one. But make sure it's a pull saw that only cuts on the pull stroke. I think this one is 20, 21, 22 TPI. That's teeth per inch. Very, very fine cutting saw. Some other things. This is that finger wrap tape I was trying to explain to you the other day, and I've got it in a big bright color too. Along with my glove. I don't know if y'all can see that. These are the fish hooks that I use for my Christmas ornaments. They're just the panfish fish hooks, number 6. You get 20 of them for $1.80 at Walmart, and I just take them and I just trim them all like so right from the beginning. You're never going to be able to see that, but you just trim the hook off of it and basically make it a push pin with a eyelet at the top, and you just, you know, like in that last project. This is what I carry for sharpening and honing when I'm on the go. I got Japanese water stones up to, I think 6, maybe only 4,000 grit here at home that I use to like really show enough put the womp on my tools. But this is what I carry with me. Now this is what they call a work sharp field sharpener, and it is a diamond hone, and it already comes with a little piece of leather here and a porcelain rod here. So really you could get away with just doing this, but I've used this for so long and I'm so spoilt on that. I carry that, and I'll explain that in a second. But what makes this really fantastic, this thing's about $25.99, $24.99. If you ever, and I've had this thing 10 years or so, I've sharpened countless pocket knives, carving tools on the go. But if you ever wear out the actual diamond plated material, you can take these off, throw them away, and replace just those for like $12. And that should be shipped to your door for $12 off of either eBay, Amazon, maybe even Walmart. I bought this at Bass Pro Shop. I was in there looking at some hunting gear and saw this, said, oh man, that's perfect. So this is a 1,000 grit Smith brand porcelain stone, and it stays dead flat all the time. I don't know if that's my method of sharpening, because when I'm using it, I always go from one extreme to the other. I go from one end to the other, and maybe that's just the way I use it, but it has stayed dead flat for me. I've had this one about 10 years, and it's no worse for wear. So those are definitely both budget items that are value. They're not junk. Yeah, you talking about $30 and a sharpening system? Yeah, okay. That's pretty budget if you've been looking at even diamond hones. That's pretty budget to get a coarse, a little piece of leather, and a porcelain rod that, I mean, would basically just about do what this thing does. I just know my edge stays true and flat and 90 degrees on this. I'm not so confident that that's going to give me the same. I use it for pocket knives that we carry around, just doing field work or what have you. I don't. No carving blades ever touch that porcelain rod. But you know, that right there is $30, $25.99, $5.99. I glued it to a little piece of red oak because if you ever dropped it, it would probably shatter like a porcelain dish because it is a porcelain stone. I'm not going to overwhelm you with different tools. I'm going to show you some stuff that I know works. It's budget minded. Now I have some higher end things in here, but like I say, this is not a video to try to tell you to run out and buy any of this stuff. I'm just trying to let you know what exists, and basically this is as low as I would go to have any success. I wouldn't buy anything much cheaper than this, personally. These are made in the USA. FlexCut is a company out of Pennsylvania. This is was initially. I have 17 blades in here, and I don't know if you've seen these, but what they do is you have an interchangeable handle with a PVC core in the handle, and your blade looks like so, and you put it in there. Now you have a soft V tool. Well, you say, well, I need about a number 9 sweep. Oh, okay, put it in there. And it just makes it super versatile. It's really easy to travel with, and it gives you a lot of bang for your buck. And I think that FlexCut is perfect for beginners. There's better stuff on the market than FlexCut. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't trade you anything in the world for my Gil Drake tools. It's just not going to happen. Or my Denny tools. I would take these over this whole kit any day of the week. But that, you know, I didn't buy all this in one day either. You're talking about a little over 19 years of doing this, and I've acquired quite a few things. So, and let's see. Let's put together a little solid kit here. This is an 1 5/8 Mike Shipley OCC Tools knife. This 11 piece, it has 17 blades in it right now, but the 11 piece kit is, I think, right around $90 on Amazon, and the FlexCut Deluxe Slip Strop is, I think, $20. So you got $25 for your knife, $20 for your strop, and $90. Buy you a book or two on whatever you're interested in trying to learn. Get you some blocks of wood that correspond with that, and go to work. You know, having drill bits in your kit is great. Having a brush to brush them out is great. Your safety stuff is pretty much a must-have. And all this other stuff, this is all fluff. This is all because I'm addicted to buying tools. I don't really need all that. I can get everything done I need to do with this right here. Right here. I can do anything in the world I want to do with that. And it doesn't take this, you know, $400, $500, $600 worth of stuff. Get you a pencil, get you a square, get you a ruler, get you a sharpening system. That's really all you would need. You know, get you some kind of little bag, or I use a cigar box for I don't know how long. But that's what I got for you today. I hope this helps somebody out there that was kind of struggling to find out what the names of even these companies were called. We'll see y'all next time.